course the first page is blank, because I am one of those people who are literally scared or terrified of the first page. I've always been wondering what to do. I'm always too afraid to ruin the sketchbook if I do something bad on the first page, so I tend to just skip it and let's get into the next one. Okay, so this was the first drawing I did on the sketchbook. I received this sketchbook as a birthday present when I turned 16, and I have to admit I didn't start it as I get it. I love sketchbooks, I'm like obsessed with cute sketchbooks, and I really like this one, so I didn't want to ruin that, because I always think I'm going to ruin my sketchbooks with what I draw in them. So I tend to procrastinate, and that means it always takes me ages to start a new sketchbook. About this drawing, that was something I did when I was still 16, I guess, and well, I tried to portray in a drawing what I felt like in that period of my life. Yeah, whatever, you know, a teenager's life. So let's get into something more interesting. Here I started this sketchbook seriously. It was October 2016. It took me almost a year to start drawing seriously in this sketchbook. In October it takes place Inktober, and I always wanted to join the challenge, and I never did before because I was very scared of the idea of everyday drawing, but well, whatever. If I fail, I will show no one, so no one will know, and it will be just for me. So I decided to try. In 2016, I think it was the first year with a prompt list, but I discovered that only when the month was over, so I just went random. This first one is just a chibi saying hi and welcoming Inktober. So let's move on, and here we are. The second drawing I did was fan art. It's something I don't have to think too much about, and I just take a character I like and draw that, so it's not too complicated, and I thought it was a good way to get into the flow of the everyday drawing. She is Esmeralda from the uncle of... oh my gosh, how do I say it in English? I'm gonna check it later. However, third drawing of the Inktober. This may sound pretty silly, but this character is based on one of my cats. I had a cat some years ago. She was so cute, and she died on the 3rd of October, and since I was quite in love with the cutie, I just decided, okay, today is 3rd of October, let's draw something to remember her, and that's what I got. I basically did a jijinka of my cat. So I've gotta admit that Inktober was quite hard to me that year, because I had no idea what to draw. Literally, I had no idea, so I most of the time drew random stuff. I drew what I'm more comfortable with. I'm more comfortable with drawing girls, so most of the time I drew girls. This is just a random girl with a bubblegum. And here we have another chibi. I used to draw a lot more chibis in the past. I quite miss them because I still love how they look. They're so cute and I just adore them. But lately I've been starting challenging myself with more, I don't know, more hard stuff. I don't know, something I don't do as often as I used to do chibis, like anatomy and stuff like that, so consequences are that I quite stopped drawing chibis, but I will try to get back to them. And here we are again with the dark side of this drawing. Is actually a redrawing of an old piece I had. I've always been pretty obsessed, let's say, with the theme of masks, and yeah, I usually put this theme on my drawings. Yeah, we have a black mask and then we have a white mask. If you noticed, I drew just the eyes on the girl because I wanted to tell something like she has no face, she has only her masks. The next drawing was the day 7, and yeah, I have to say, I know there are a lot of flaws in this one, but I have to admit I loved that. It's one of my favorites from the Inktober, I guess. Well, since it was day 7, I tried to think what the number 7 can recall to my mind. And 7 made me think of the 7 deadly sins, so I decided to draw this guy who committed all the 7 deadly sins and is now being punished. There's a hand for each of the sins he committed. I know it's quite creepy, but I love that. I hope you're not scared now. Let's move on, and here we are again, from the creepy to the cutie. So here again another chibi with some stars, because if you don't know, I'm quite obsessed with stars as well, and so I just decided to draw this girl jumping on stars because I really had no idea what to draw. Next one is another one I really love. It could be one of my favorites as well. It was again on the concept of sin. The concept was about the original sin, but she was not supposed to be Eva. But whatever, I really like the idea of sin, of poison, so the snake, I don't know, it always attracts me, and I have to say I'm really happy with how this turned out. I used the snake to make the character blind. She is sinning, so she doesn't see right. I never tried to explain what I draw, I just draw it, so forgive me. And here we have another one I really like. I went for something more, I don't know, less sophisticated about concepts. Yeah, that's just a character drawing, and I drew an elf because I really like elves, so yeah, I just went for it. Here we are, 11. Okay, so here again I did a brainstorming with the number. So what 11 makes me think of? 11 made me think of Gemini, and so I drew these two characters which are supposed to be representing that zodiacal sign. Move on, and here again with the dark way to see life. This character was all white in my head. She is like surrounded by darkness, and she is quite depressed because she holds on a candle, but it's hard to her to see the light in all those darkness. And here again, 13. Okay, so this piece, I don't actually like how it came out, bad drawing, but I'm quite affectionate to the backstory of this drawing because 13 October was my birthday. I was turning 17 that day. I was so upset with that because it made me understand how fast time was running out of my hands, and I wasn't happy that time. I didn't like myself, I didn't like how I was living my life. Time passing on and I was always still on the same point. So I drew this girl very suffering. On her hand there's a stop icon, like she's asking the time to stop to breathe. Sorry if I'm not explaining myself in a nice way, but I never tried to explain those drawings to anyone, so it's quite hard to find the words. More or less that was the concept behind this drawing. Here again, some cuties. There's some chibis again. Actually this chibi is supposed to be my persona, so she has stars because I love stars, some mustache. It actually became my cover. I'm gonna show you. Actually it became my cover. So That means I really like this drawing. So let's move on to 15. I always liked mermaids. This made me think that I am going to do mermaid sometime. I don't know if this year I'll be able to do that because to being busy, but sometime I will certainly do that. However, yes, just a random mermaid. Okay. Here you can see me when I have no idea what to do. I was out of ideas completely, so I think I searched for some inspiration on the internet. I really had no idea what to do. I like to draw horns, so I decided to do just a portrait of a girl with horns. And anyway, 18th of October, I really ate this drawing. I don't like it at all. The girl turned out way too skinny. It really looks like a mistake and I ate that. I don't like how the umbrella came out as well. So yeah, basically that was a complete fail. Moving on, chibis again. We have some balloons, another of the things I really like, as well as stars. Yeah, when I didn't know what to draw, most of the time I drew chibis. So let's move on the next page. Yeah, here we are, the first drawing of a male character in this sketchbook. I'm really happy about that. This actually is one of my original characters. His name is Matt. This was the first time I drew him, so I was really happy because I finally get to give him a face. I'm really affectionate to this drawing for this reason. Here another male character. I want to do something with mythology. This was the first creature that came to my mind that was not too hard to draw. Let's go on to the next one. Here again I was really out of inspiration. I don't know why I ended up drawing a female version of Super Mario. Let's move on. Here instead, finally there's a drawing I'm happy about. If you follow me on my DeviantART account, you may have seen something similar, because this actually was the same character of a picture I did back in 2015. That piece I did it digitally. It still is one of the pieces I'm most affectionate to, because it again tells a story about my feelings, but I'm not going to annoy you with that story as well. But I really want to take back that character and to challenge myself with some perspective. So I drew that character trying to reach out to the viewer. I'm really happy with that because I'm not good with perspective at all, but I'm very satisfied of how the hand came out this time. So yeah, I'm happy about that. Another one, here we have something like the yin yang, the dark and light, two faces of the same coin. So here we have this piece turned out to be a fan art, but I realized that only when I finished the piece. Actually, while I was drawing that, I had no intention to make fan art. Many of you may recognize this character and say, wow, it's Coraline! And yeah, she was inspired by Coraline, but really, I swear, I wasn't supposed to draw Coraline. It's just that it happened, I don't know. She was supposed to be Coraline, but now I just got used to people telling me she's Coraline. The next drawing is another one I'm quite happy with, something like she's disappearing. I don't know why I drew that, but I like the concept of the person shuddering and slowly disappearing. As simple as that. I don't think there's other reasons behind this drawing. Actually, I can't remember. Here we are with another drawing I'm so happy with for the same reason of Matt. This girl is one of my original characters. Her name is Astria. This character is based on stars. This was the first time I drew her as well, so I was very happy because I was able to finally give her a face. I'm very happy on how it turned out. So. Here we have something that was completely random. I just started sketching and that's what happened. I liked the idea to make her with no hair. While I was drawing, I started to think about the feeling of dealing with a disease. I just was thinking about how a person feels when they have such a horrible disease. I think that was the concept behind this drawing, that started from randomness and slowly came something more. I'm saying a lot of sad things in this video, I'm sorry. Let's move on to something else. Again, randomness. The month was almost over and I was starting to feel really tired. My mind couldn't get to any ideas. So again, I get back to drawing things I feel comfortable with. And I like drawing nudes, so I just did a girl. Here again with the randomness, I just bought a mask, so I just thought, why not drawing something based on that mask? So here we have some fancy lady in fancy dresses. Here we are almost over. This is day 30 of Inktober. I don't remember how I got to this idea, but I ended up drawing a magician, and yeah, I'm very satisfied with this came out, if I have to be honest. I like the design of the character so much. Satisfied? And here we are to the last drawing for Inktober. I'm not very happy with that. I wanted to finish with something nice, but I was very tired and I had no ideas, so I just decided to draw a little me cheering up for getting through month, actually doing 31 drawings in 31 days. It's very simple, but whatever. And with that we actually finished Inktober, so let's move on something else. Here we have Matt again. In this drawing I tried to work a little bit more with pencil, because in Inktober you can't use pencil, so I want to do something different from what I did for like a month. So I decided to work with pencils. Same I did in the next one, which is again one of my original characters. Her name is Arcana. I did the same I did with Matt. I just wanted to challenge myself doing some shading. Here we have a girl staring at a star and holding the star in her hand. Here again we have instead some fan art. They are characters from Fairy Tail. They are Julia and Lucy. I want to color Lucy as well, but laziness got me and I just colored Julia. Here we have some drawings I did for some characters here on my second account on deviantART. I will search for the characters and their owners. So this instead is again one of my original characters. I don't know how to color yet. I was thinking to color Mune, but I'm not sure. She hasn't a backstory yet. Here we have again some balloons. This drawing was supposed to be showing the character I designed for a video I wanted to make with school, but at the end I didn't have the chance to go for it, so one day I will do that video on my own. Whatever, if I'll ever do that I'll maybe show you, I don't know. And here again some original characters of mine. Their names are Jara and Zara. I just want to play with colors because my sister just gifted me some new markers and I want to try them out. I had a limited color palette and I had a lot of greens, so I decided to draw those characters because they're mostly green. And here we have some less detailed pages. As you can see here, the color passed through, so I never used those colors with this sketchbook again. And these sketches were supposed to be for a challenge on deviantART. The goal of the challenge was to take 3 pictures that the admin of the challenge would have gave us and to design 3 characters based on all the pictures you got. I had a statue, some ice and jellyfish, and I tried to doodle something, but yeah, I don't. I was stuck, so I gave up and I didn't join the challenge. Here we have some sky themed drawings. This one is just a girl laying on the moon and playing with a star. And here instead we have again an illustration for a story I wrote for school. This character is supposed to be the night. Inside there's Aurora. Here we have some Alice in Wonderland themed drawing. If you don't know me yet, you have to know that I am obsessed with Alice in Wonderland as well. In this video you're getting to know that I have a lot of obsessions, but please don't be afraid of me. Alice in Wonderland is a story I really love. I love the characters, I love all the weird stuff, I'm just in love with all the madness, all the... I just love all of that. Here I picked some elements from the story, like the clock, because you know the rabbit is always late, and drink me and eat me, very easy, but however, here we have again some depressed stuff, with me feeling like being never enough for people. Let's skip. Here again some random girls, just to draw something. Here instead there was a concept behind that. The girl is listening to music, the guy is crying but is like on mute. She won't hear his pain. Sometimes people around us are suffering and we don't even notice. That person who's suffering may feel like they're on mute. Yeah, I just was trying to find a way to express this feeling of being like invisible, let's say. That was that. Here again some original characters. We have Matt and we have another character of mine, which is Kyla. Nothing, I just wanted to draw them together because they're cute. We have a drawing that was supposed to be a gift for a friend. In fact, we have two characters, which are... the guy is an original character of mine and his name is Axel. The girl is an original character of my friend. The name is Bells. However, I didn't like the result of this drawing, so I never showed it to her. But let's move... oh, okay. Here I'm very happy to show you those drawings. I always been wanting to draw characters based on numbers. I finally took a pencil and did that. I don't know, I every time I look at those two pages I'm very satisfied. I like a lot how they came out, and we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know, it was just an exercise to learn to character design, because I love to do characters, but most of the times I feel like my characters are not interesting enough. The pages themselves, they look nice. I don't know, I love that. And same is for the next pages. Here again I ended the series. We have 7, 8, 9 and 0. I'm very satisfied with those as well. Maybe 8 could be one of my favorite characters from the series, because it was my first time drawing curvy character, and I never did because it's out of my comfort zone. I don't know how to draw curvy people, but I always want to do that. Now I actually did that for the first time in a character design, and I was so happy, also because she is different. You can tell the difference from her and the other characters, and that is what makes a character special, and I'm so happy about it. But let's move on. Another drawing I'm very happy about. Another fan art. I hope you know the character, because he's the main character from one of my favorite films ever. The Treasure Planet is Jim. I love him, and I don't know, I'm very happy with how it came out, even because male characters are art to me. They're again out of my comfort zone, but I'm trying to challenge myself and drawing always more male character. I'm very happy on how this guy came out. Let's move on. Here again we have Arcana, my character. Nothing to say about that drawing, to be honest. So let's move on. Here I have a birthday present for a friend of mine. The next one is again a character design. I don't remember why I drew that. I was in the mood for drawing elves. Yeah, that's what came out. I think she's adorable. Here again we have 2 pages of original characters. This girl is Jacqueline. I'm not 100% happy with the outcome of this drawing, so I'm just gonna skip it and go to the next one. I did it with a reference. I wanted to use my original characters, and so here again we have Jada and Zara. Original characters again, they are Madeline and Karen. Here a random, completely random drawing. Here it says your time is running out, and there's a clock on her chest because yeah, time's running out. So move on, and here again some chibis. They're back. I was very tired that day, so I just was thinking, can I sleep please? Sweet dreams, cause I really want to close my eyes and just sleep forever. Here again we have some fan art. She is Tiana and the frog from The Princess and the Frog, of course. Just one kiss could make your dreams come true. Yeah, because cliches are awesome. Whatever. Again some original characters. She is Ila and she is Mirai. Here again with some elves. I just used the fine liners to add some little details of color, like the color star on the back, the eyes, the herring, and some highlights in the hair. Here again with the theme of sin, poison and so on, poison wine, and the apple, which is a symbol of sin. Here again some stars. That's a random portrait because I wanted to draw something but I had no idea of what to draw. And here instead we have a drawing I'm very satisfied of. I want to do something a bit more elaborated than the last picture, so I searched for some inspiration on Instagram and I found this girl with big flowers on her hair. I tried to draw a girl with similar flowers on her hair. Flowers are something I really like, but I'm not good at, so I want to start drawing them as often as I can to improve. Here again we have some fan art. She is Megara from Hercules. I tried to draw a modern version of her. We have one of the sentences from the song. And here we have something in a style which is a bit different from my usual animation style. This is a bit more semi-realistic. It's just a girl with the sun over her head, rising over her head. I was thinking about Ra. Here again we have Mirai. I'm not satisfied at all with this drawing. I'm not even happy with how I compose on the page. It's not so pleasant to view, so just keep it on. Here we have some style challenge. I have trouble with style. I think I have not a recognizable style at all, and it really bothers me, so I try to do something to experiment different styles to try to understand in what direction I want to go with my own style. Yeah, that's all about that. Here we have 2 awful pages to look at. Okay, I don't like this drawing so much. I just want to do something. I just want to do horns because, as I said already, I like horns. And I want to do black hair because I want to do some shading with a ballpoint pen, but I'm not very happy with the drawing itself. Here instead we have a page with almost blank. That bothers me a lot, but there are two headshots of characters, which are again my original characters. I'm very happy about this one. Again, it was the first time I drew this character and I finally gave him a face. His name is Dan. I'm very happy about that. Instead, I'm not as happy with the other one. It was the first time I was trying to draw him, but it didn't turn out how I imagined the character, so I didn't even do the line art. And yeah, I went on. Again, some fan art, Miraculous Ladybug. Here I drew Marinette with Tiki. Here I tried to draw Adrian, but honestly I hate this drawing. Adrian, or Chat Noir, is my favorite character. The drawing turned out so bad. Oh my gosh, let's just go on. Here the creepiness is back. People who look at this drawing always look at me like I am mad. They're probably right. I don't know, I just want to do something creepy. It's just a mess of little details and it turned out quite creepy, so I'm satisfied. Instead, in the next page we have some Q-Dozy. In that period I was seeing all over the internet people making art with washi tapes everywhere, but I had no washi tapes at the moment, so I just took the tape of my sister, which has this rainbow pattern, and tried to draw something based on that. Here instead I'm very happy of this page. I was designing a character back to the challenge where I had to combine where I had to combine different pictures. I really liked the third concept I had. I want to work on that, so I take it back and I tried to create a character from that original sketch. I really love how it came out. Next page instead is a request I had on deviantART. I actually received the request in 2015. I needed something to draw and I just decided to get back to those old requests. This is what came out. I will write the name of the owner of the characters and the characters as well. Here again we have some original characters, we have some reference sheets. The first one still doesn't have a name. The next one, this is not the definitive version of this character. I decided to change his hairstyle, however he is named Kadar. It will look different. Here we have, I am doing a challenge. If you follow my channel you may know. The challenge is the redesign challenge, where I take a character and try to redesign that character with my own tastes, and I did the sketch for one of those drawings on the sketchbook and then went on with the illustration digitally. But I had this base, so I just drew on that base a random character. Next page is a self-portrait sorta. Here again some reference sheets, and I'm so happy about those two pages. We have Ila and Axel. Yeah, I'm so happy. I went back to one of my oldest sketchbook, and in that sketchbook there was the first drawing I ever made of her. I have been able to compare the differences and the improvements on my art, and I was so happy. And yeah, it makes me happy. Here again pages of fan art. Miraculous Ladybug. I colored it with the fine liners. I'm not very happy with how the composition of the page turned out, because when I started drawing I had in mind a background, then I just decided to give up. Let's go on. Here we have one of the most detailed drawing of this sketchbook. So I want to do a little scene with a little red Riding Hood, and yeah, that's what came out. Here we are over with 2017. This is the last drawing I did in 2017 in this sketchbook. I was at my granny's. I want to draw something, but I had no idea what to do. I had no internet connection, so I couldn't look for inspiration. So I decided to draw a character. Here instead we have our first drawing of 2018. I did it with the theme of the new year, and I think that was the first drawing from 2018 in this sketchbook. We are almost over. Keep it on, guys. Here I found this picture on Instagram. I really like the outfit of the girl, so I decided to draw that girl. Let's go on again. I really love this drawing. I did something very easy. I don't know what's the concept behind this drawing. I don't think there's actually a concept. I did a very easy shading on the lips and the nose, and I think that really helps the drawing to stand up. Guys, are you ready? Here we have the last page. Woo! It's been a very long video. This drawing I'm very satisfied of. I don't know, I'm so excited. I really love this drawing. The pencil shading makes it very good looking to me. I'm so happy because I've been able to do a drawing I like on the last page, so I made justice to this sketchbook. I don't have anything else to say, I guess. That was all. It took me about 1 year and a half, I guess, to complete this sketchbook. It has been with me everywhere and I'm very affectionate to this sketchbook. Thank you so much, guys, for watching till there. I know it's been a very long video. I hope you enjoyed all of the drawings in this sketchbook, and thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked the video, and see you in the next video.